Good afternoon, aviators. I'm David.
And I'm Shane.
That's not what I sound like. And these are your announcements for the week.
Tonight, Alliance football will take on Carrollton at home at 7. Come out and support the team. Also, the homecoming corps will be recognized at the game.
Now, we have College Football Corner with your host, Carter Reese, and his predictions for college football this week.
Welcome to College Football Corner. I'm your host, Carter Reese, and I will choose a select amount of games to preview each week, and here are the games I chose for this week. Kentucky versus Georgia is the first game. This game was an ugly slugfest last year, so I'm going to take Georgia. Since they lost last week, it's a bounce-back win for them. Wisconsin versus Michigan. Michigan will continue its dominance and continue to establish themselves as a legit team. Alabama versus Vanderbilt. Last year, Vandy won, but I think Bama will win off of a tough defense. Miami versus Florida State. Miami will win off of clutch plays. Texas versus Florida. Last year, Texas blew them out, and give me the horns up to do it again. Penn State versus UCLA. New era for Penn State, but new era for UCLA, but Penn State will win on a redemption win this week. Now I'm done. Peace.
Picture retakes are on October 21st. Make sure to go to the auditorium if you plan to get yours retaken, or if you missed your picture originally.
The cross-country team ran pretty well at their last meet, and their next meet is at Tuslaw on Saturday at 9 in the morning.
And if you haven't heard them at any of the football games yet, the marching band is having a concert in the auditorium on October 14th, 7 to 8 p.m. Be there.
This week, welcome back your joker-haired host, Zane Carlisle, with his show on Rhythmic Gazette. Something's wrong with the announcement set. It's my show. Sorry, I don't like this show. Now, let's start things off with a very important situation everybody's been worried about, the David situation. Now, it's been a while since I've talked about it, I'll admit, so we'll give a brief recap, okay? It started off, David, dead girl found in his Tesla trunk. Eventually, people figured out who it was, what happened, how he knew her. Insane. Guy's supposed to go to jail, but what happens? He goes free. Somehow, some way, the guy hired the best lawyer or something, because even though all the evidence he had stacked against him, the guy got free. It's insane, but it happens. Now, the next very important thing, a previous band mentioned once or twice, maybe 6 or 7 times, was the band Kneecap. Them and over 400 other artists took their music off of multiple different Israeli music services due to the Free Palestine movement. Lola Young, they collapsed mid-performance, and she has now since canceled all of her tours because, if you didn't know, you can't perform if you collapse on stage. Now, back in early September, the rapper Megan Thee Stallion hired a mariachi band to play outside of the streamer Aiden Ross's house in an attempt to serve him legal papers. Ross had previously spoken out against Megan and her label, Rock Nation. And I will see you guys in another couple weeks.
Tomorrow is homecoming at 7 p.m. here at Alliance High School. The theme is Galactic Glow. Remember, stay safe and also make sure to have a good time.
Speaking of Homecoming Spirit Week was this week. Here is some of the outfits from this week.
On Thursday, our boys soccer team took on St. Thomas home at Rock Hill Soccer Plaza. The score was 9-0. Here are some of the best highlights.
Looking to regain possession of the ball, finding his footing, cuts inside, pokes it in. It is an early goal for the Aviators. Those soccer players, that ball, another great pass inside to Fisk. Fisk plays to Kern. Kern takes the shot. That one will get through. Sander Kern scores on senior night for the second goal. And you look at it, all these players have a bit of an offensive magnet to them. And Caden Chalik there just pokes it in. He drew the goalie up and poked it past. Wants to take the shots as they're all looking for Reese and Pasco. Ball played for Reese, but there's just too many Aquinas defenders inside. Reese that time, he does! Great assist from Cole Pasco, a senior-to-senior connection that I'm sure Pasco will never forget.
Hello guys, I'm back with the Athlete of the Week. I have J.R. Jackson and Ravon Hawkins here with me. I have a few questions to ask you guys. So, what's the biggest highlight of the season so far for you and the team?
I'll say one of the biggest highlights is just beating everybody that beat us last year. I mean, it was a great year to start off the first game beating Padua because they beat us pretty bad last year.
I would say every win that we have this year is a big highlight for us because, like he said, we didn't have the best year last year, and getting all those wins back that we should have had last year. So, yeah.
Okay. Also, what challenges have you guys faced this season? How did you overcome it?
I'll say a challenge at the start. We just didn't know if everybody was bought in, but after the first 2 weeks, we seen that everybody was bought in, so we knew we can get some wins.
I would say probably the loss we took in week 2. It was definitely humbling. We definitely needed it. And I feel like it set us up good for the rest of the year.
Okay, before we end here, there's been a lot of crazy highlights of the season. My personal favorite is my fade ball. I just wanted to ask you guys, what is your personal favorite highlight of the season?
I have 2 favorite highlights of the season. I'll say one of them was against Padua when the snap went over my head. I got it back, I scrambled around a little bit, and I threw it to Tajay in the end zone.
17 seconds, high snap, Jackson running back. What can he do here? His pass, it is caught by Tajay Nicholson. Touchdown Aviators! Unreal from J.R. Jackson!
And then I would say my second one is against Salem, where I scored about 40 yards and it got caught back.
Not now.
JR runs it out to the left.
Multiple
Never mind.
defenders on
and
him,
there's a
but
flag,
he just doesn't
but
care.
he's going to still go, and he's going to bend the corner, and he's going to score a touchdown at the moment. Trucks it, dude.
Stands.
And then 2 plays later, I scored again.
They set it at a
Takes the snap.
1st and 5
QB
at the
keeper,
37-yard line.
JR Jackson finds a hole,
Jackson
and he will do
with
what he did
plenty
before
of
the
room.
penalty and get a touchdown in the exact same spot. Touchdown.
That same.
I would say my favorite was against Streetsboro when we had the game in our hands, and then Coach gave me the ball, and I had a nice 50-yard run to ice the game.
Okay, I have one more question. What's one goal you personally want to achieve before the season ends?
One goal is I want to win the EBC, and I also want to break the passing record.
A goal, I would say, make history and win a playoff game.
Okay. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for coming over here, and I wish you guys the best of luck for the season.
Well, that seems like romance.